I'm going to show you some Montessori inspired activities that you can do with these. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet, and I recently hauled these wonderful magnet letters from the Target dollar spot, and they are just A through Z letters. They're magnets. Need to tell you, I am not a Montessori expert by any means. In fact, it doesn't even look remotely like a movable alphabet in the Montessori world. Usually they are blue and red letters with the consonants being in one color and the vowels being another color, not nearly as colorful. They're usually lowercase. As you can see, these are all uppercase letters, and they are usually in cursive. Having said that, I'm going to show you some ideas you can do. If you don't have magnets like this, you can also use them with printed out letters. As always, I like to try to include several different activities for different age ranges so you can find what works best for you and adapt it to what you need in your family. So for the little ones and the ones just learning, you could use these alphabet letters and pulling them out and calling them by name. D, E, or you can even do a seek and find with your child. Can you find the L? Can you find the M, depending on what level they are? Another fun game is to take alphabet letter cards. These are just some flashcards with the letters on them. You can even mix them up and turn them over and pick one out of the pile and search for that letter. So this one is the letter V, and match them up this way. If you're like me and you just have these capital letters, you can take a little dry erase board. Mine just happens to be magnetic as well. And you can write out the lowercase version of the letters. And then you can have your child look for the letters that match. So this is a great way to do the uppercase and the lowercase if you don't have both in your set and your alphabet. You could even do phonetic words and sound them out with your child. For instance, frog. Frog starts with the sound f. The next sound in frog is r, r. The next sound in frog, there is no next sound. That's kind of a little Montessori trick there. And so you can phonetically sound out words. You can also do sequencing. For instance, put a sequence of letters with one missing and the child has to figure out which one goes in the missing spot. Or you can mix up the letters and then have your child put them in the correct order. So I think it's really important to note that in Montessori, they learn the letter sounds of each word. They don't learn the name of the letter, they learn what sound that letter makes first. So based on that principle, you can put two letters and have them fill in the missing vowel. Mat, met. And then you can switch out your consonants and do the same thing with the vowels. Now, if you have multiple letters for each set here, you can put word families down, so the ending part of the word. I'm going to have 3 set up here, and then you can pull out different letters and explore word families this way. So bit, sit. Is yit a word? And you can talk about whether or not they are words or not and say that's not really a word and try a different letter, lit. And you can do this with every single word family, the ending sound, and play around with the letters and see which letters actually form a word. And really similar to that, you can do a 3-letter word, a consonant, vowel, consonant word, otherwise known as CVC, and give them the choice to remove one consonant. So they're going to move the B and the T, and what are they going to replace it with? So a little bit more advanced. Let's say they want to remove the T, and they get to go pick a new letter, van. Maybe they want to remove the B and put back the T, tan. Maybe they want to try a whole different letter, van. So if you have flashcards, which I have a set here from Lakeshore Learning, and they don't have to be sight words, they can be any kind of flashcards you have, or maybe words you're working on, and it's just mimicking the word, so copying out. So if you have flashcards lying around somewhere, just multi-purpose them, and you'll have a fun activity. Alright you guys, let me know how you use your magnetic letters down below in the comments. I'm always open to new ideas and learning from you guys. Click subscribe to see more videos like this, and give me a thumbs up to show your love.